3 U.S. Air Force planes are circling over Montana, where Pentagon has found a massive Chinese spy balloon. Pentagon is tracking the suspected Chinese spy balloon that is flying over the United States of America. The U.S. is tracking a suspected Chinese high-altitude surveillance balloon over the continental United States. How did they know it's Chinese? What do you mean? I'm sure there's ways to figure that out. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fucking expert, but I'm sure experts can figure it out quickly.
It's because Pentagon officials are telling CBS News tonight they are monitoring a suspected Chinese spy balloon that's been flying at high altitude over the U.S. And this comes just as Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping next week. CBS's David Martin is following this developing story at the Pentagon. And good evening, David. So where was this found?
Well, on Wednesday, the spy balloon was over Montana, which is where some of the silos for intercontinental ballistic missiles are located. President Biden initially wanted to shoot it down, and jet fighters scrambled to be in position. But the Pentagon ultimately recommended against it because of the danger of falling debris might pose to people on the ground. So the balloon remains over the U.S., flying higher than a commercial airliner, but lower than a satellite, conducting surveillance of what an official called sensitive sites. This official added, this has happened before, but never for this long.
Yeah, we're sensitive about Montana, baby. You better fucking not come after Montana, brother. Them Chinese, they're coming after Montana, brother. I'm sure there's like nuclear silos or some shit. Okay, all jokes aside, this is the United States of America. There are, of course, military bases everywhere. There are American military bases all around the planet. So wouldn't be surprising if there's some fuck shit happening in Montana as well. We have nukes there, bro. What are the Chinese going to do, bro? I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're looking at.
Oh, Nora?
Well, a dramatic escalation, David Martin, with that new reporting. Thank you so much.
Fire a missile and pop that balloon. Well, clearly they were going to do that, and they're not doing that anymore because they think that it'll fall on the beautiful people of Montana. And trajectory calculation, kind of interesting. Department of Defense says high altitude balloon over Montana was a spy balloon from China. I did a quick run of the NOAA high split model to trace backwards the path of an object using 14K meters over Montana yesterday, and I get the following. Yup, central China. I just don't know. Like, yeah. Two superpowers are spying on one another. This is like the least. I don't know. I don't know what to, like, you guys are like, dude, cover it. But like, what can I cover on the story? It's just, again, two superpowers spying on one another. It's like pretty commonplace, pretty routine. Don't know what kind of angle I could have on this. Apparently, they have been tracking it for days. The U.S. has been tracking a Chinese spy balloon. What the fuck? Tom Brady's model admirer shares retirement message in bikini. God damn. Sorry. It's not related to the story at hand. But my eyes just wandered over there for no reason. Top Pentagon official said the U.S. is confident that the craft is a Chinese high-altitude balloon that has been flying over sensitive sites to collect information for the past 2 days. The official, speaking anonymously, said that one of the locations the balloon has been spotted over was over Montana, home to one of the U.S.'s 3 nuclear missile silo fields at the Maelstrom Air Force Base. Dude, leaked, doxed at New York Post. New York Post, are you working for the Chinese government? Fighter jets, including F-22s, were prepared to shoot down the balloon tactically at the White House's orders, but the Pentagon recommended against it out of safety concerns for civilians on the ground, despite the balloon being over a remote area of Montana, the official said. U.S. general's gut feeling of war with China sparks alarm over predictions. Leak memo forecasting Taiwan Strait conflict in 2025 triggers debate about undisciplined comments. It's like, folks, this is a big deal because you don't want the Chinese to know we have nuclear silos at the spot that they are standing under, okay? Oh, fuck. Shit. Abort. I believe we have compromised the location of our missile silos at the Air Force Base that the Chinese aircraft is hovering right on top of. One of 3. These are nuclear missile silos that are tactical warheads equipped with intercontinental ballistic missiles. They are the ICBM-38 model, and it would be a real damn shame if the Chinese knew about this. Yeah, once again, I repeat, they are on the Malmstrom Air Force Base, and if the Chinese knew that they were there, this would be a real problem. A darn shame. It's like, why did you put that in the article? Guys, I believe they're onto us, the Chinese. Anyway, Pentagon recommended against it. Pentagon Press Secretary Brigadier General Patrick Ryder told reporters in a brief statement that the balloon is currently traveling at an altitude well above commercial aircraft and does not present a military or physical threat to the people on the ground. Sir, yes, sir. The defense official said that the U.S. has been engaged with Chinese officials to communicate the gravity of the situation, which comes just days before the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, is scheduled to go to China. It's not clear if the incident will affect Blinken's travel plans. The official added that a similar balloon activity has been observed over the past several years. The U.S. has taken steps to ensure no sensitive information is compromised. That is the most Air Force Brigadier General looking ass motherfucker I've ever seen. Look at this hair, bro. That's right. It's not a widow's peak. It's called a landing strip. Officer, Sergeant, what is your malfunction? Stop. You motherfuckers think, all of you watch Top Gun and you think everybody looks like Tom Cruise. This is what a real Brigadier General looks like. The official could not comment on how large the balloon is, but is said to be visible to commercial pilots even at its high altitude. The most concerning aspect regarding the balloon is its high altitude and duration of the flight, he said. It is still flying over the U.S. It's pretty funny because, like, you know, we couldn't even deal with Balloon Boy, and China was like, wow, this presents a unique problem in the American surface-to-air defenses. They were like, they couldn't even handle one Balloon Boy. So stupid. Yeah, the balloon boy was a Chinese test operation. Kind of embarrassing. They're basically admitting China has better balloons than us. Like, just go get it if it's an issue. Yeah. Chinese balloon live images. That's fake because Montana, way too much snow right now this time of the year. I mean, I know it's fake, but I was just memeing. Get them balloons out of here. Also, this would be the entire population of Montana. So, you know, if it was real. Dude, no, there's at least a dozen more. Wait, really? Montana population has grown 6 times since the last time I checked in on it. There's actually now 12 people? That's crazy. Good for Montana, man. Honestly, like there's a problem with overpopulation in.
That's the moon. It's a little fuzzy out here, and it's a kind of a cruddy phone, but it's slightly overcast. Well, what the heck is that?
That's a Chinese balloon!
According to my little planet guide, it's not a planet. What the heck is that? Any help would be appreciated.
There's the moon. Right. And then
Them Chinese got a satellite that is tiny in comparison to the moon, brother. Me, I'm American. I would make a fucking... Wait, you know what's funny? I'm actually legitimately confused as to why. Well, this is what happens. You know how this is a boomer? Because one, no one films horizontally anymore, okay? And two, I'm actually shocked that this is not like a TikTok brain boomer because one, they're shooting horizontally, not vertically. And two, they're not claiming that that's a UFO immediately. And then talk about how like it's the ice giants that actually are sending UFOs and the government might kill you now like they killed the other ice giant guy.
and there's that. What planet is that?
Wait, this is a testament from the creator of the balloon?
M. Iluma.
Money.
No, no money. No money.
Money, 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 money.
No money. No money.
Money, money.
No money. No money. No money. I want your love. I want your love. Hi.
Wow, that's crazy. Elon Ma made the balloon? My suspicion is that this happens way more frequently. Stop. My suspicion is that this happens way more frequently than we are led to believe, and that there might be 2 reasons as to why they are informing us. One, because it's like low enough for people to see, kind of. Or 2, it's like a good way to drum up. It's a good way to drum up like Cold War style propaganda against the Chinese government. Don't we do this too? Of course. While the balloon's current flight path carries a number of sensitive sites, You mentioned Montana and reminded me of a place I found during a recent challenge. It's a Turkish restaurant in Bozeman. This is the mural on their wall, and their food looks fire. I mean, if this is the mural on the wall, you know the food's gonna be good. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know why China would need balloons to spy on us. Like, literally every kind of appliance is made in China. TikTok is in China. I guess sensitive sites. Like, I don't really understand, like, what they need. Like, what they need to see from above that they just can't really figure out. I don't know. Lots of missile silos in Montana. Yeah. And if they find like the missile silos, what does that what good does that do for China?